Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the fucking Flow Show, no filter. And here comes Juice. What up, Juice? Juice, you like the official you like the official mascot now. He comes running every time the show starts. I love it. But before I get into all this mess, and the reason why I started off with an F-bomb is YouTube just changed their monetization policies. I'll tell you a little bit about that. We got some Diddy news, Trump trying to get wild, and some just rambling mumbo jumbo. The thoughts, views, and opinions shared on the Flow Show No Filter are for educational and entertainment purposes only. I am not a professional. I am just good. What's up, Flow Show fam? Wake and bakers. If you don't wake and bake, my coffee drinkers, get you a cup of coffee. Sip, sip, pass. If you want to share your coffee, we got a lot to talk about today. I know some of y'all got to be pissed with the news that's going on. Y'all heard about the boy Trump talking about pardoning Diddy. He might be pardoning Ghislaine. I'm sorry, Ghislaine. Ghislaine. I like to know what some of you women think about that. Some of you women who voted for Trump. And see, this is what I want. I want you super duper super fans of Trump and super supporters. I want your honest opinion. Because one thing I got a problem with some of y'all. Like I always tell y'all, I'm independent. So don't be talking about I'm some liberal and all that shit. But see, we sit up here on this show and we hold all our heroes accountable. And if I can hold one of my heroes, which was Diddy, I've told y'all that many times. I was a huge Diddy fan my whole life. There was a point as a kid I thought I was Diddy. But right is right, wrong is wrong, and accountability is accountability, and that is why I do what I do. But I'll be damned if y'all gonna sit up here and kiki and enjoy my commentary as I go at my heroes, and then y'all gonna get some funky ass attitudes the minute we try to hold Trump accountable. That ain't how it work on the Flow Show No Filter. At any given point, anybody can be asked and questioned. Period. It really is funny to me. It's all fun and games, and everybody enjoy it till your fucking hero get called out. Then all of a sudden, it's a big problem. That ain't fair. And if you one of those, that ain't what my show is for. I thought I was Diddy at one point when I was a kid, running around dancing and wanting to be in Bad Boy and all that. But when it comes to bullshit, it gets called out on this show. So same goes for Trump, same go for Biden, same go for everybody. Oh, we gonna question your ass. But I really want to know, how do the women who voted for Trump, or just in general, just women in general, this is a man asking women questions. How do y'all feel about Trump if considering pardoning Diddy, knowing what he's been, what he's convicted of, and also what he should have been convicted of, and possibly pardoning Ghislaine, being pals with Epstein, and doing all this as if he could just, how do y'all feel about it? I'm not a woman, but I feel like if I was a woman, I would be pissed off. But I'm not a woman. So I'm asking the women, because to me, it feels like Trump don't give a fuck about y'all. And the F-bombs are flying. Let me tell y'all real quick. So YouTube changed their monetization. You used to couldn't say a bad word in the first 7 seconds or they would suppress your video. Yesterday, they just changed that whole rule. They are finally catching up to the Flow Show No Filter. They know We grown. We love swear words and cuss words as long as they're used and you talking about some real stuff. So today, in honor of YouTube finally catching up with the Flow Show No Filter and understanding, we want to be able to talk grown. And advertisers don't give a damn about swearing. They give a damn about where the eyes and ears are at. So in honor of that, today I started off with a nice little F-bomb in the first 7 seconds just to test out the theory and see what's up. Classic pound. So y'all going off. Hey, so Denise says he's a predator and should have been in jail years ago. I would not want my grandkids to meet him. I would not want to be in the same room with him. Nothing but a bully. This is just questions I'm asking. I'm asking the general chat in public because I don't want people getting pissed at me. Not about this. I want people to get pissed at me at shit that I really standing on 10 toes from my perspective and what I speak on. Get pissed at me about that. Don't get pissed at me about something that's not even my thing right now. I'm not a woman, so I just want to know. I want to hear what the women think because I just think like, damn. If there's any a time when America is saying y'all kind of basically invisible, it's right now, y'all. Let's see. Melissa says I voted for Trump only because of the fact that he was the only one talking about the trafficked children. I figured I knew personally, and he was going to spill the tea. So, Melissa, how do you feel now as you voted for Trump and him possibly pardoning Diddy, possibly pardoning Ghislaine, and I don't see if he's really. Oh, y'all, I think my son's part is in. Give me 1 second. Damn. Hello, this is Harold. Hey, Kelly. Okay, so I'll be up there right after my podcast. All right, thank you. Bye-bye. So we've been chasing around this part for my son's car. My son bought a Mercedes-Benz for his first car, and he's learning that when you buy this type of car, you have to go to the dealership for certain parts. So we had to search high and low to get this one specific part. Had to go to Mercedes-Benz dealership, order it. It just came in just now. So anyway, I like to just keep y'all in the loop of what the fuck going on, especially if I interrupt the show for it. So the part came in after this show. I got to zip out to Willoughby. Anyway, I just want to know because I just feel like with the Trump situation, with him going through what's going on with this Epstein file situation, and we have a story where Trump says Epstein stole one of his workers, and then they're saying this worker was underage. It's a lot going on. We're going to get into it. But anyway, just with all this going on, and now he's also considering pardoning Diddy. Man, I just don't, man. If I was a woman, man, God didn't bless me with no daughters. If I had a daughter, I'd probably be going to fuck off even more. But like I said, and for a disclaimer, y'all know my style. I don't care who you vote for. I don't care who you root for. I think everybody has a right to root and vote for whoever they want to. See, I never had a problem. Let me give y'all some context. I used to catch flack because I never had a problem with people who voted for Trump. I never had a problem with people who fans of Trump and support Trump. Because my strong belief is you better don't tell me who the fuck to support. So I don't tell nobody who the fuck to support. I am just honest about everybody. Like I say, I'm independent and I love being independent. So you can't get mad at me if I'm calling out Trump. I took so much heat early on in my movement because people hated that I even gave Trump supporters a voice on my platform, or I even welcomed them. But I tell people all the time, I welcome everybody. I don't judge nobody for who you like. You can have your guy. It's a reason why you like who you like. There's a reason why I like who I like. And that's why my platform is so diverse, because I don't judge people for who the fuck you like or who you support. That ain't got nothing to do with me. But don't get mad at me when I speak honest about everybody. Sometimes I'm going to speak honestly and candidly about people you don't like. Sometimes I'm going to speak honestly and candidly about people you do like. Because I don't have no governor on who I'm talking about. I just speak the truth. I am a truth teller. And my audience and my communities are truth seekers. Whether you're a Trump supporter, a Biden supporter, an independent, whatever you are, I love it. I love diversity. I love different opinions. So you can't get mad at me. I'm one of the few people, when my platform was growing, I took so much heat because I welcomed everybody. But now everybody understand my whole plan is to just be me. I love diversity. So anyway, with all that being said, I am still interested in what you Trump supporters, specifically the women, how y'all feeling right now. I honestly want to know, because to me, I would be a bit disappointed. Tinkle says protests are coming. Sorry about that. And as a female, our rights are not protected. Now Melissa said, and as a female, our rights are not protected, and humanity is not being protected. I agree. Redmond says he keeps haters guessing. I do not think he will pardon him. I wouldn't be surprised if it's just a diversion tactic. Lindsay says, I'm not a fan of Trump. Lily is like me. Lily said, there's a reason why I'm independent. Bunch of bullshit out here. And I'm paraphrasing. So we're going to get into this. First, let's talk about Trump pardoning Diddy. We're going to go over that article of Trump pardoning Diddy. And then don't let me forget about, real quick, I want to ask y'all about this event. So don't let me forget about asking y'all about this event that I want to put together in Ohio, Cleveland, or Ohio, or Cleveland in general. After we go over this Trump pardoning Diddy article, do not let me forget to tell you about this event, and then we're going to go on to the rest of the articles. But y'all know I get into these stories, and then I start going left, and I forget what the fuck I meant to talk about. So Trump seriously considering a pardon for Sean Combs ahead of sentencing. This is by the deadline. Trump now seriously considering a pardon for Sean Combs ahead of sentencing. White House officially says nothing. Donald Trump is heavily weighing giving Sean Diddy Combs a full presidential pardon ahead of the convicted Bad Boy Records founders sentencing later this year. Nearly 2 months after Trump publicly entertained the notion of a Diddy pardon in an Oval Office, a comprehensive get-out-of-jail card for Combs is being seriously considered, an administration source tells Deadline. I just thought about it. I should have sent my son. Additionally, as several associates of the much accused and currently incarcerated All About the Benjamins performer have been pitching the White House, other insiders confirm the topic has leveled up from just another Trump weave to an actionable event. Since Combs was found partially guilty in his New York City sex trafficking trial earlier this month, of course, as a member of parties attest, this being the roller coaster of Trump world, any decision on a Combs pardon is in flux until the president of the United States actually puts his signature to paper. This would be huge. And when I say huge, I mean this would provoke serious reactions, in my opinion, if Trump is to execute this pardon, especially with all this Epstein crap going on. Why? repeatedly denied a $50 million bond and released from Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center since his arrest last September, Combs could end up spending 2 or 3 years in a federal prison upon his sentencing in October 3rd by Judge Aaron Subramanian. Any sentence certainly would include time already served by Combs. Even with that, and the Fed seeking the maximum under sentencing guidelines, an appeal is widely expected to be launched by the 10-attorney deep defense almost immediately after the sentencing occurs. And this is why I'm asking the Trump supporters. That's we all in here. This is the beauty about having a community full of everybody, because you get to ask people who would be more of an expert on this topic or more influential. See, the people who didn't vote for Trump and don't support Trump don't give a shit what you say, or if I say something. He don't give a shit, a rat's ass. But he does care about his base and his supporters, because he needs those. So this is why I'm asking mainly the Trump supporters, how do y'all feel about this? Because y'all are the only ones that have any power when it comes to this. If y'all don't give a fuck, then Trump don't give a fuck. But if you do, then he may have to answer. So I'm really curious, do y'all not care, or do y'all care? Contacted by Deadline, Combs' defense team led by Mark Agnifilio and Tini Garrigo had no comment on any pardon talk for their client. While a number of individuals close to Combs, both personally and professionally, have been very active in seeking White House recourse for the Grammy winner, the defense team itself has had no significant participation in the process. This is what I hear. Up on 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, the reply was that the White House will not comment on the existence or non-existence of this clemency request, according to an administrative official. Y'all are busy in this comments. Y'all are busy in this chat today, y'all. I can see it out the corner of my eye. This chat is just going. My girl Laura says, super disappointed. Okay, this is Miss Redmond says, I'm a Trump supporter, and I would totally lose all respect for him if he did. And that's kind of what I thought. And I'm glad you're being honest and telling us that you're a Trump supporter, first of all, and honest about your feelings about what he's doing. I say again, that is the beauty and the difference between my platform and not just YouTube, but all across my social media. That is the big difference between my platform and a lot of other, especially media platforms, is mine is just not one-sided. My platform is not just full of Democrats. My platform is just not full of Republicans. My platform is full of everybody. Because from the beginning of when I started, when I didn't have any followers, I made it known, don't judge me who I support, and I won't judge y'all for who y'all support. I understand that we all come from different backgrounds. We all come from different experiences, and we have reasons why we support who we support. So I've never been the guy to be, because you support Trump, I hate you. I might not support Trump, or sometimes he might say something I like, and I might support it. But I'm not that person. I'm not that person to say, oh, you support Biden, fuck you. Like, I judge you about who you are. So thank you for sharing that, because like I said, this is honestly, y'all, you understand the point here is Trump don't care about it. If you don't support him anyway, he don't care what you think. So right now, it's really important for me to know what the Trump supporters are thinking, because they're the only ones that can actually send him a message that the public does not like none of this crap. We don't like people not being held accountable for doing stuff to our children. Because I am a parent. I am a father. Y'all know how I feel about my son. And I know how all of us feel about our children, our women, our mothers, our sisters, our cousins. And that's how I approach these topics. I approach them how I would feel if this was a family member, or if this was my sister, or if this was my son. And that is how I give my opinions based on that, based on how I would feel if this was done to my family. So anyway, with the damning verdict for the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York delivered by a federal jury on July 2nd after an 8-week sex trafficking trial, Combs escaped the most severe of criminal charges he was facing. We know about all that. I ain't got to go into that. But Trump, when the mixed verdict came in, Trump exclaimed, before the mixed verdict came in, Trump exclaimed on May 30th that when it came to a Diddy pardon, he would certainly look at the facts if I think somebody was mistreated, whether they like me or don't like me. Once big on Trump, Combs became quite critical of him during the Republicans' first term and endorsed Joe Biden in 2020. Before that, Trump and Combs had known each other for decades, with the former bluntly calling the latter a good friend in 2012. Soon after hitting stardom, the often arrogant Combs was a regular on the 1990s and 2000s Manhattan party and charity circuit, and often came into contact with Trump, who moved in similar circles. In the season 12 premiere of The Apprentice, Trump told ex-Danity Kane singer Aubrey O'Day that he thought her former boss was a good guy. I'm going to stick up for him, asserting in May of this year that no one has asked for a pardon from Combs, Trump added. I know people are thinking about it, but they haven't asked. And y'all know Aubrey O'Day is somebody who said Diddy mistreated her, and she witnessed a lot of sexual assaults from Diddy and vice versa, and a lot of different things. And Trump told her he would stand up for Diddy. That is what they're talking about right there. Jumping into the fray after weeks of trolling Combs, 50 Cent vowed to stop any pardon. I'm going to reach out so he knows how I feel about this guy. This is what 50 said he would say to Trump. Weeks later, after hearing harrowing testimony of drug-fueled freak-off sessions and violence from ex-girlfriends, Cassie went on and told her story as she was pregnant. It was all sad. Everybody was crying. But Diddy avoided a lengthy sentence by getting off on some of the serious charges. As a result of this shortcoming, maybe the Epstein situation, who knows, Maureen Comey, the lead prosecutor, was fired. As y'all know, with breaking news that just happened this week, Combs' defense lawyer again requested that their client be let out of his confinement yet again, and they offered $50 million bond was put on the table, as were restrictions on Combs' travel and who he interacts with. Earlier this month, Judge Subramanian gave the prosecution and the defense July 30th deadline, which is Thursday. July 30th, that's today. Deadline. They said it was Thursday. So now they're saying today is the deadline. But I was told originally it was Thursday. So I guess they're saying it's today is the deadline to put together a detailed package on letting Combs come out for the roughly 60 days before sentencing. It looks like that proposal will not be a joint proposal from the parties, though more documents from the defense might show up in the docket in the next 24 hours. Okay, here it is. So the defense has till today to put together a package that will get Diddy released for 60 days. I believe the prosecution has till tomorrow to respond to the defense's request to let Diddy out. Let me take a break and see what y'all got going. Y'all are cooking in this chat today. Somebody done pissed y'all off. Somebody has pissed y'all off. Y'all are cooking in this chat today. Libby Bear, good morning. Anitra says Trump probably wants Dirty Dick Diddy to throw him a freak off party. Melissa, someone who actually voted for Trump, says our entire system is corrupt. Everything is being manipulated to program us to hate. Great thoughts, Melissa. Lily says she is so sickened by this news. Kathy says Trump is already trying to figure out how he can stay being president and that we now no longer have to vote. Denise says, I am from New York. It amazes me that his supporters know nothing about him or the history that he is a felon. Y'all are cooking in this chat today. So I'm gonna continue. Oh, what's up, Rachel? I see Rachel in the building. Yeah, this is getting out of hand. I'm telling y'all. Somebody just sent me a note. Hey, good morning, Harold Flo. We love and appreciate you in Jacksonville, Florida. Shout out to Irish Marion. I got fans and supporters everywhere. Yep, and Laura, thank you for that. Flo, she says, "Flo, don't judge, so we can learn from other people's opinions." That is exactly my goal for this platform. Thank you for echoing that, Laura. I always believed from the start, whether people didn't understand it before, I always understood that if I welcomed everybody to this platform, instead of having it being a one-sided echo chamber like most other platforms, if you welcome everybody and let everybody understand, hey, we're going to have different opinions, but we can learn from each other because we are all experts in what we love and what we support. And as you can see, as my platform has grown across all social medias, YouTube and everything, we all come together and we get to learn. We get to talk to Trump supporters or Kamala supporters or independents and learn what they think and what's going on inside of that world so we can understand what the hell is going on. And I just love that for this platform, and I'm glad that I'm telling y'all, I took a lot of flack for this at the beginning. People, unless you've been around from the beginning, which the beginning was like 2 years, almost going on 3 years ago. If you've been around from the beginning, you understand that people did not understand and did not want me having an inclusive platform where everybody was included. People were saying you should just be a Democrat, or you should just only cover black topics, or you should only, that everybody wanted to put me in a box and got mad because I wouldn't fit in that box. But now that I built my platform and I have fans everywhere and it's diverse and it's a beautiful community that everybody wants to be a part of, now they understand. But see, I'm always strong enough to stand up when nobody's standing. So if this is what I believe, I'm going to stand on it until everybody catch up with me. But you're not going to change what I think. And anybody who knows me knows that about me. You're not going to change. If I believe it, I don't give a damn who don't agree, because I always feel like you will catch up with me at some time. And now you're not going to find a more diverse platform than mine, because people let people sway them and judge them. So again, thanks for everybody out there. Lord Clifford says, shout out the mail carriers in New York is hot as F. Yes, so the mail carriers, y'all know we got your back, just like we got the Uber drivers, the DoorDashers, the Uber Eats, the scientists, the doctors, the lawyers, the home health aides, the stay-at-home wives, the stay-at-home husbands, everybody. We got them all in this community, y'all. So let me see, is the article still going? So she was fired. So okay, so we basically they go into the Oval Office consideration. Oval Office consideration of a Combs pardon has grown in recent days. I'm told by multiple sources the increased interest also comes as a distraction. Politics advocating President of the United States faces an uprising by his MAGA base over the continued reluctance on the part of the Department of Justice to make public promise files on now dead sex offender, former Trump pal Jeffrey Epstein. Trump has even turned on enduring ally Rupert Murdoch with a $10 billion lawsuit after the Fox News owner's Wall Street Journal published a piece on July 18th on the president and Epstein's friendship. The well-connected millionaire was indicted in 2019 on sex trafficking charges and more involving underage women. As a point of contention for some who disbelieve the official unaliving conclusion, Epstein died suddenly in custody in New York before his trial would begin. Not long after the Combs verdict was announced and as the Epstein fallout exploded, as I told you before, lead prosecutor Comey was fired and relieved of her duties. In a July 18th statement on her exit, Comey said, "Fear is the tool of a tyrant, wielded to suppress independent thought." And that leaves us right here. Y'all, this is getting crazy. Let's just call it what it is. I don't care what side you're on, you have to agree this whole Epstein, Diddy, Trump whole situation is getting crazy, and I am so anxious to hear how this turns out. Good morning, folks. C-Tuck says this whole thing is a damn circus ever since a convicted felon was selected as a president. Y'all are in the comments going crazy. So real quick, now this other article that we're going to get into today talks about, this is out of Trump's own mouth. Trump says Jeffrey Epstein stole Virginia, you know, the lady Virginia who died, and a lot of people, it's mysterious, stole her from him when she worked at the Mar-a-Lago spa. So we got to get into that. Also, there's just a lot of stuff going on. Now, this event I want to put together, y'all. I'm thinking about doing an event where I don't know. First of all, I want to bring everybody together. So first of all, I'm thinking, can everybody in the community? I've heard people have reached out to me saying they want to put something together so we all could come together and meet. So I'm thinking about doing some type of retreat, type of meet and greet thing, like for a weekend. So I'm thinking about two options. You can do it it's going to be in Cleveland or Ohio in general. It depends on what we decide. So check this out. So two options are like a cabin style thing where we go like they got some nice cabins out here, and we could do like a weekend thing, maybe like a like a Saturday, Sunday, or Friday, Saturday, like a weekend thing. And we could either do cabins and do a meet and greet for Flo and the whole community, or we could do it right in Cleveland and do like a hotel thing. And a friend of mine has a really, really, really nice event space that has a lot of different things. We could do a live podcast episode. We could do a question Q&A, meet and greet, all of that. And we can do different events at this event space. It's very big. It's a large event space with a lot of different rooms and different things we can do. So first of all, I want everybody who would like to be a part of it, let me know. I want to take a little ghetto vote right now. Can I take a little hood vote? Y'all know how we do in the comment section. I want to do a little hood vote. First of all, put a one. Well, actually, one of the first people who said who said I need to put something together was Tracy. So if you see Tracy, shout out Tracy. But quite a few people have been hitting me up for this. So Put a 1 if you think a cabin style, like, you know, kind of camping, but in cabins, so not in no tents, nothing like that. Very nice plush cabins. If you would rather do a cabin type of thing, where it's kind of like on a campground and all of that, put a 1. If you would rather do it like hotel style, where we be more in the city, we do hotel and we access the event space, put a 2. This is the major question I have right now. So 1s and 2s, give me a little hood vote, please. 1s and 2s. I'm gonna decide on the day. So we got 2, 1, 1. I'll tell you how soon in a minute. 2, 1. Y'all are divided. 2. So I think in hotel. Okay, so far it looks like we got a little bit more 2s than 1s. Melissa says we need some nature. So how about this? See, we're getting a lot of 1s. Are we gonna have to do 2? Are we gonna have to do 2 events? Are we gonna have to do a hotel one and then do a? See, we're getting a lot of 1s now. I love cabins and nature, so I'm kind of with the 1s, but I like the city life too. So I'm good with the hotel too. So we are half and half, y'all. So we're gonna have to figure something out. Maybe this. How about this, y'all? For the first one, because some people aren't as somebody could do both. I think we need to connect with nature. So okay, look, because some people aren't comfortable with nature, but I'm sure everybody is comfortable with hotel. So what we could probably do is, for the first one, let's do a hotel type of thing. Somebody tell Linda what we voting on. She just got here. So let's do the hotel weekend, but we will go and do some type of nature. We'll put in an itinerary where we'll go do some type of nature something. We'll go spend some time. We'll do like a little nature trail or meet somewhere. We'll mix a little nature visit out there. But maybe let's start with the hotel, because I know everybody could at least be comfortable with the hotel situation. And then the next one, we'll do a full camping retreat type of thing. Because we're divided. We're 50-50 right now. Like half the people want to do nature, half the people want to do hotel. And if we have a tie, I think we could do hotel first. Mix a little nature in that little weekend. Maybe we'll go. I don't know if we want to go fishing. We'll do something that has to do with nature within that weekend, and I'll arrange for us to travel somewhere, whether it's vans or whatever. And then after that, then we'll do a full cabin retreat. If you don't want to come, you don't got to come. I love nature. I love fishing. I love hiking. I love making s'mores by the campfire. I love all of that. So if it was up to me and I just slammed the gavel down, I would do the nature thing. But I know some people who aren't accustomed to the nature thing, they might not be as comfortable with it, especially on the first go around. So we might have to go with the hotel thing. So how much? Okay, now we're about to do another hood vote and another hood poll, and we're going to get back to these articles, but I need this information from y'all. Yeah, and for those who can't attend, I am going to stream the event. So if you're not able to attend, you will be able to be a part of it through streaming. We're going to stream it. So don't worry if you're not allowed, if you can't come, it will be streamed and you'll get a little dose of it. All right, another little hood poll, y'all. How much time in advance do y'all need? It's July, so we might as well say it's August 1st, right? So August 1st, do y'all want to do this? Is October enough time? Because we definitely have to do it, I would think, before the holidays. Because once the holidays get started, it gets crazy. So is sometime in October good enough? Is that enough time for people to have time to plan and pay and everything? So if October is good, okay, so here we go. Because it's August already. If October is good, give me some ones. Okay, everybody say October is good. Okay. Okay, October is good. All right, great. So we'll all so I'm gonna work on birthday month would be great. Okay, somebody says, oh right, it's the Diddy sentencing party, right? Yeah, so it'll be kind of after the Diddy sentencing, we all could connect. Melissa says she's so excited. Yanni says she'll get in contact with me off the chat and get my hookup to mail it to him, and he can share it with y'all. Okay, yeah, get in contact with me, Yanni. Lily says October is perfect. Anitra says, yes, my birthday month would be great. Rachel, yes, said that's good. Okay, so October works. We're gonna do hotel. Since half of y'all are not accustomed or down with the nature experience, the half that are, we will mix a little nature something. We'll go do something, whether it's go fishing or just go on a nature hike, or if we just go out somewhere in the nature and just let the wake and bakers wake and bake and whatever. But we'll do something. But then after that, we will plan a straight camping excursion. I love camping. Like I said, I love fishing. I love making s'mores. I love everything about that. I just like being out in nature. I just like being in the nature. So, Elise, somebody catch Elise up on what's been going on. And as y'all see people coming to the chat, because I'm going to get back into the articles and start planning out this stuff. But y'all gave me what I needed. I needed a date. So it's going to be in October. And I needed whether y'all wanted to do hotel or camping. But we're going to go with hotel first, mix a little nature in there, and then we'll plan a camping trip. So we're going to have 2 events, but we're going to start with the hotel since I know everybody is familiar with hotels. And I have a very nice setup, very nice event space. Y'all are going to love it. And the area that we're going to be at is going to be out the way. So it's not going to be like in the middle of Cleveland. It's kind of going to be out on kind of the outskirts. So we'll still be kind of out of the way and kind of off the grid a little bit. It's not going to be in the heart of Cleveland. It's going to be in Cleveland, but not in the heart of Cleveland. It's going to be kind of on the outskirts, out the way. So y'all going to love it. Y'all know I know how to do it and where everybody going to be comfortable at. And I'm going to get the information together. But thank you, y'all, for that, because I needed to know, was October going to be good for y'all? And I needed to know whether we were going to do cabins or hotels. So now let me plan it. I'll have more information tomorrow about what we're going to do, what the dues will be. And hopefully this is something that we can plan on doing a few times a year and do other trips and let this thing grow. This is something that my granny used to do with our family reunions. So now I consider the Flow community, the podcast community, Apple, Spotify, Instagram, Facebook, everybody connected to me on YouTube and every platform. I consider us all a family. And I told y'all the podcast started as this is the type of talk me and my granny used to have at the kitchen table. So now I want to take it to the next level and do something else she used to do, is plan camping trips, plan out-of-town travel trips that we all did together. We would have our little family reunion T-shirts on. And now I want to take that and make our podcast community and our social media community all one, where we do trips and we put stuff together and just grow. So look out for that, y'all. And by the way, I am going to be covering something that's called, I think, the Taste of Cleveland. It's going to be all these restaurants in Cleveland at Rocket Mortgage Arena. I think that's where the Cavs play. I believe it's this weekend. I'm still getting all the information today. But it's going to be a lot of restaurants there, and it's going to be taste testing. And I think it's like a kind of a competition of the best restaurants. I'll be covering that. So if you want to go listen to this show, If you're in the Cleveland area and you want to come down there, listen out for the information. I should have more information tomorrow, but this is the next thing I'm covering. I'm about to start covering all type of things. So I am covering the taste of Cleveland, and y'all know I'm greedy. So I'm going to be eating everybody's food, and I'm going to be judging, and I'll be letting y'all know what's up. So look out for, I believe it's called the Taste of Cleveland. Don't quote me on that. It's the taste of something at the Rocket Mortgage. So we'll be doing that. So let's get back in. We got a lot going on, man. Flow Media is launching this weekend. I don't know if I told y'all about that, but I'm starting my official, I'm Flow, and I'm Flow Daddy Flow on social media. And I got the Flow Show No Filter. But now, since everything is growing so much and I want to take it to the next level, I have started Flow Media, which covers all of that. And Flow Media's first coverage will be this weekend, covering the taste. Flow Media launches this weekend. So got a lot going on, y'all. So let's get back into these articles. Thank y'all for y'all input. Y'all always got my back. When I need y'all, y'all right the fuck there every time. Okay, here it is. Thank you. Thank you. So the Black Taste of Cleveland. Black Taste of Cleveland. That's what it is, Anitra. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I'm getting the information today. And look out for it. And Anitra said it's tomorrow. I thought it was this weekend. So it's tomorrow. So I got to call. I got a guy who's coming in to help me do all of this stuff. So I'm going to call him and get it set up. If it's tomorrow, I will be there tomorrow. That is exactly what it is, Anitra. Black Taste of Cleveland. See, y'all got I told you I got the best. I got the best community on the fucking planet. Laura says, nice. Flow Media. Yes, yes, yes. Flow Media is going to be, I'm going to officially be kicking CNN's ass, TMZ. Flow Media, that's my competition. TMZ, CNN, MSNBC, all of those, that's who Flow Media is going against. And y'all know one thing about Flow and the Flow community. We kick ass and we take names. So look out for Flow Media to take over the whole media space. Because you know why? I am going to be the first media conglomerate that has a community of everybody. We don't give a damn. We might argue about who you voted for, who you support, but it's all in love. We are going to be the first media source where everybody's welcome. Because we all know CNN, they only have basically most of the Democrats or whatever. And you got Fox News, that's all the Republican people. And you got TMZ, that's all the celebrities on TMZ. Every media publication they pander to somebody. Flow Media, you know who I pander to? The people, which is me, which is y'all, which is us. So Flow Media is going to be the first media group and media publication and media company that is for the people, by the people, and stands up for the people. And that's why it's going to take off, and that's why they ain't going to be able to stop us. Flow Media, so look out for it. Flow Media Group. So let's go. Let's get back into these articles. I done got all my announcements out. I didn't want to forget none of that stuff. So let's talk about this, y'all. Trump says that Jeffrey Epstein stole Virginia, the lady who was caught up in this mess, and then she was sexually assaulted allegedly, apparently, and she died mysteriously. Well, NBC News has an article saying that Trump says Jeffrey Epstein stole her from his spot at Mar-a-Lago. Trump said he took people that worked for me, and I told him don't do that anymore. And he still did it, Trump told supporters. Okay, so President Trump said convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein stole Virginia from his Mar-a-Lago club, a stunning admission that could increase scrutiny of his relationship with the late financier, even as his administration seeks to change the subject from Epstein. Melissa says, yes, Flow Media, for sure. Trump was speaking to reporters Tuesday when he was asked about his comments over the weekend about a falling out with Epstein because he took employees from his business. He took people that work for me, and I told him don't do it anymore, and he still did it. I said, stay the hell out of here, he said. Pressed about whether any of the stolen employees were young women, Trump said many of them worked in the club spot. He didn't answer. The answer is yes. Oh, he did answer. I'm sorry. The answer is yes. They were in a spot, he said. I told him, I said, listen, we don't want you taking our people, whether it was a spot or not a spot. And he was fine. And then not too long after that, he did it again. So was Virginia underage? Oh, okay. So C-Tuck, not, we kind of jumping back and forth, but C-Tuck said it's going to be like 100 restaurants at the Cavs Arena. I will be there. It's going to be 100. Y'all know how much shit I'm about to be eating? My greedy butt. I'm taste testing all 100 restaurants. Matter of fact, I'm not eating until tomorrow. I'm not eating today. I'm saving my appetite for the black taste of Cleveland tomorrow. I will be covering it. If you will be there, I'm eating your food. And I'm going to tell the world if it's good or if it's not. But I am about to be eating. Uh-oh. Libby only 10 hours from it. Okay, Libby. Oh, this is going to be fun. Y'all got me excited. Now, if anybody, now this isn't, you don't have to do this, but if there's anybody who is good at planning these type of things, let me know, reach out to me. I don't mind the help. I could use the help, but only if it's something that you're accustomed to doing, because I do have people who will help me and do it. But I'm just throwing it out there. If anybody in the community, in the Flow community, is good at kind of putting these type of group things together for us, let me know, and I will be more than happy to have you come on board as somebody to help plan out our events and our trips. If not, don't worry about it. I got people in Cleveland who do this and will help me. I'm just throwing it out there because if we might have somebody or a couple people in the community that are like, hey, I'm a good planner, or I want to help out and whatever. So I'm just throwing it out there, but it's no pressure because I do have people here in Cleveland that are going to help me put it together. So I just want to throw it out there and give that and offer y'all that if there's anybody out there that wants to help, or not just wants to help, but you're good at planning these type of events, like a group meeting or all of us coming together in Cleveland. So just want to throw that out there. And I'm so glad my girl Libby Bear is only 10 hours from me. So that's good. Right. Melissa says, Ray Cheryl, I love you guys. So much love in the chat. So if any questions, just reach out to me. And if you're in Cleveland, you're going to see me at the Black Taste. And thank you, Anitra, for letting me know what the hell was going on. Laura says, Flow is the glow ride. Most people just want the glow. I want the glory. I think I'm stealing somebody's line. And if anybody in the chat know whose line I just stole, let us know in the chat. But I know somebody said they just want the glow. I want the glory. Like Laura said. So whoever line I just stole, somebody in the chat, let the world know that Flo done stole somebody's line and ain't give them no credit. But for sure. So let's continue. In this article about Trump talking about Epstein stealing his workers. I think she worked at the spot, Trump said. I think so. I think that was one of the people. He stole her, by the way, and had no complaints about us, as you know, none whatsoever. And with all this pressure, people are saying, wait a minute, though. Was she younger? Was she underage when he stole? How old were these workers? So even with Trump throwing Epstein under the bus, he has created more questions than answers, because now people are like, how old were these girls? Because many people say Virginia said she was underage when they were fooling around with her. And not Trump. I don't know. I'm talking about Epstein and the rest of the guy, because she's, y'all know the whole Virginia story. So what the hell is going on? There we go. So here it is. Now this is Melissa, and don't be mad at Melissa, because Melissa actually voted for Trump. See, this is the beauty about having a diverse community, because you Trump supporters, you can't come on this platform talking about I'm hating or we hating, because it's everybody who voted for everybody here. And so Melissa voted for Trump. So she's not a hater. She voted for Trump. But she just said Virginia was like 15 when she worked at Mar-a-Lago. I don't think 15-year-olds should be working at a spa, but I never owned a spa, so I don't know. But this is Melissa, a Trump voter, who says Virginia was like 15 working at Mar-a-Lago. And you mean to tell me she's getting stolen by Epstein and argued about, and she's working at a spa? I don't know. My 15-year-old wouldn't be working at a spa. My 15-year-old daughter would not be working at a spa. So this article and this more words that Trump said out of his own mouth has caused quite the stir. And like I said, this is MAGA. These are Trump supporters that are in a stir, just as much as the rest of the public. So you Trump supporters, don't be getting mad at me. It's Trump supporters who are pissed. A lot of them. Because stuff is not adding up. Meanwhile, we still aren't getting any Epstein files. Diddy might be getting a pardon. Ghislaine might be getting a pardon. But we still ain't getting no information. Make it make sense. Then we have Michael Wolff. Another part of this story that's going viral or speculation. Michael Wolff says Jeffrey Epstein pulled photos out of his safe that showed Donald Trump with topless girls of an uncertain age at Epstein's Palm Beach house. In one, Trump has a visible stain on his pants. Don't be mad at me, be mad at Michael Wolff. This is what he's saying. He's on this Madddd Touch show telling this story. Y'all should go check it out yourself. This just went viral. Wolff said, I was sitting talking to Epstein, and he said, wait a minute, I got to show you something. And then he went into his safe and came out with photographs. I think there's a dozen of them. And it was Trump with girls of an uncertain age in Epstein's Palm Beach house, where all of the things that he would ultimately be accused of took place. And I remember very vividly 3 of them. There are 2 in which the topless girls are sitting on Trump's lap, and then a 3rd in which he has a stain on the front of his pants. Don't be mad at me, be mad at Michael Wolff or whoever. Be mad at your mammy. I'm just reporting what the hell is going viral and letting y'all know what's out there. It's up to y'all to go check it out, investigate it. But this comes from the Madddd Touch Network. Michael Wolff on a show he just did, talking to some guys. Go check it out. All you got to do is Google it. Go to X, formerly known as Twitter. Search Michael Wolff, Epstein, Trump, whatever. Y'all can look it up yourself. I'm just letting y'all know, which I told y'all a long time ago, this is getting out of control. This is getting out of control. I don't give a damn what side you on. This is out of control, no matter what side you on. And it's like the more the public is crying out, the more that they are just saying, look, we don't give a damn. Teen said I was interested in John Bonet case. Also, didn't know her dad was a pedophile, PDF file. So, let me see. Check it out real quick, y'all. I gotta check on that black taste thing. But man, this whole Epstein thing is getting crazy. This whole Epstein thing is getting crazy. So check me out. Yeah, y'all. So and a case that someone in the communities hit me about, said everybody been chatting about. I'm sorry that I didn't catch this case while it was going on, but the result has already happened. This is a case where five Canadian hockey players were found not guilty in a blockbuster sexual assault trial. 5 members of Canada's 2018 World Junior team were just acquitted after a judge ruled the complaint's evidence was not credible in the case that sparked national debate. So apparently, a woman said she was sexually assaulted in a hotel room in 2018, I believe. And I missed this case, but I'm just making y'all aware of it. Y'all might want to look it up. And they say that everybody feels that she was telling the truth, and the judge and the whole situation went the other way. People are pissed about it, and these 5 players got off what many believe was great sexual assault, and it was all based on flimsy evidence, and somehow they feel like they coerced the girl to say it was consensual, and they got away with it. Like I said, the case is over. I wish I would have known about this case from the beginning. I definitely would have covered it. But check that case out. 5 Canadian hockey players found not guilty for sexual assault. Look it up, y'all. It's a terrible, terrible, terrible situation. I don't know how I missed it, but it sounds fucked up to me. And Melissa said there's literally a video of it. So, okay, somebody says, now this is good. I am a Trump supporter. I don't care. So you don't care about what? Can you be a little specific, Claudette? What do you not care about? Do you not care about the Epstein files? You don't care about young women being assaulted and nobody is really making a big deal about it or being transparent about it? Or you don't care about whether what he's doing? What do you not care about? I'm interested to know. Because I have a daughter. I like to see how much. I mean, I don't have a daughter. I said people have daughters, and people have mothers and daughters that are in similar situations, and many people feel like, as a whole, this world doesn't care about victims. So when you say you don't care, are you saying you don't care about the victims? You don't think it's important, or you just don't care? And what? Be specific. Because I'm interested to know. Like I said, I'm not attacking you. I love clarity. So when you say I don't care, I think you need to be a little specific with that so we know what you don't care about. Because I'm trying to figure out, as a Trump supporter, if you don't care, what don't you care about? Because supporters tend to care. That's what makes you a supporter. You support because you do care. Elise says she is out. Everybody stay safe and have a great day, y'all. So everybody say bye to Elise. We got another Jacksonville, Florida. I have a lot of supporters and fans in Jacksonville, Florida. So, y'all, we got a lot to talk about. Today's show went by so fast. I didn't even know. I didn't even realize. But take care, Elise. So, y'all, if you are in the Cleveland area, I'll be at the Black Taste tomorrow at Rocket Mortgage Arena or whatever it's called. See y'all there. I will have more information about the Flow community meet and greet, the Flow Munity, brought to you by Flow Media, the official media group that is launching. I will have more information about that tomorrow. So look out for that. I'll be giving information out on my Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. And of course, Apple and Spotify family. We always love y'all. Everybody is welcome. I'm going to put a list together, put a link together so we can do a sign-up sheet. I'm looking forward to it. And I'm not only looking forward to this first one, but I'm looking forward to this being something that we can do a couple times a year, get together and do some fun things and go to different places and just enjoy each other and continue to build on what we built upon and what we built so far. So shout out to everybody in the building. I got to go get my son's part for his car. So hopefully he can get back on the road. The Flow Munity is in full effect. Let's get the amounts in the chat. And if you are good at planning or have any ideas or anything to bring to the table, please DM me on Instagram, Flow Daddy Flow, Facebook, Harold White / Flow Daddy Flow, TikTok, Flow Daddy Flow Backup, the Flow Show No Filter. Leave it in the fan mail. Wherever you want to leave me a message and either give me suggestions or if you want to help plan it, hit me up. My boy C Tuck, where you at? We got the official C Tuck in the building. I'm looking forward to it. Rachel says, I'm out. Love y'all. Laura says, I'm out. Oh, so, okay, Claudette. So it's like, it's your opinion, but we don't understand your opinion. But thank you for sharing it. But I don't care is not really, I don't even know what that means, but thanks for sharing it anyway. Melissa says, love this community so much. Love and blessings to everyone. Love y'all. Angie says, I'm out. Libby Bear says, I'm out. Love you, Flo and family. Love you more, Libby Bear. Look forward to seeing you in October. Melissa says, I'm outie. Laura. Miss Cobb says, I'm out from North Carolina, but born and raised in Canton, Ohio. Okay. Ohio in the building. Y'all know I'm Ohio boy. Desi says, I'm out. Happy Wednesday to you all. Lily says, I'm out. Can't wait to be with the Flow fam. Yes, October. October is coming. Oh, okay, y'all. Hey, y'all, I get it. Claudette McGregor, whoever is just trolling. Now they saying free Diddy. Shout out to Claudette. It's always the people with no profile, without a profile picture that do the most trolling. But I got love for y'all too. Y'all make the algorithm go round. Angie says Trump is a piece of shit. Always thought so. And with that, I'm out. Okay, Angie. Rachel, Kathy, good seeing you today, Kathy. Kathy says, I am out. Much love to you, Kathy. Angie F, the one who went missing on us one day. Angie F says, I am out. Melissa says, can't wait to see you all. Yep, I'll be planning this thing out for October. Yanni says, a lot of people would rather see us divided, but the Flow community shows our differences make us stronger. I'm out. Exactly. This is why our community is strong. We are very knowledgeable because we have people from every walk of life. Anitra Cuzzo says, I'm out. There goes C-Tuck. I was wondering where C-Tuck was at. My boy C-Tuck says, I'm out. Have a great day, everybody. Oh, subscription link. Thank you, Anitra. I forgot to put the subscription link in the chat, and I will be putting that subscription link in the chat right now. Copy. Bam. Subscription link goes in the chat right now. As you know, it is also, if you want to support the Flow Show No Filter podcast, please hit the subscription link in the notes or in the chat, but it's also in the show notes if you look in the show notes. Happy hump day. Let's see. I think I got everybody. I'm out. Let's see. I'm out. Live, love you, Flow. Lay, love you more. And as always, I will have more information tomorrow. But as always, I love y'all. But I'm out.